There's no such thing as sight reading. And I'm not trying to have a contest to see who has the most accurate memorization of the textbooks. Some of you may have memorized those books and those facts and those dates more precisely than I have. And if that's true, bravo. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. What I am attempting to do is describe how I use that information in a practical way and how I teach my students to use that information in a practical way to improve our ability to read, compose, and improvise music. If I just repeat the facts as they were presented in the textbooks and in the traditional music lessons, well, what good am I? You can get that information from a Google search. I took many of the same classes and read many of the same textbooks as many of you. And I also took private music lessons using the traditional method from maybe a dozen different teachers over a couple of decades on several different instruments. So I'm aware. I took traditional theory and part writing, and I took the sight screeching and ear straining classes. I took 16th century counterpoint and 18th century counterpoint. I studied Schenkerian analysis. I took traditional composition and 20th century composition. I took jazz arranging and composition for 2 years. I took a year of jazz theory. I took jazz keyboard. I took traditional keyboard. I passed the piano barrier just like many of you have. I took 2 years of traditional music history from medieval and Renaissance through the 20th century. I took a year of jazz history. I took a class called History of American Popular Music. I took the music acoustic class over in the physics lab, and when I was taking these classes, I wasn't just trying to memorize the answers so I could make an A on my test, although I wanted to make an A on my test. I was always asking myself, why do I need to know this information? Why do I need to learn these things? How is this information useful? Why do I need to know about 18th century counterpoint? Why do I need to know about the Pythagorean tuning system? Why do I need to know this history? Well, how is it useful? How am I going to use this information to improve my ability to read, compose, and improvise music? Because if it's not useful, then it's just worthless information. Teachers are always bragging about who they studied with and where they went to school. I studied with this famous person, and I graduated from this famous program, this famous university program. They pack their resumes with it and stuff their biographies with it, and the implication is if you take lessons from me, that I can provide you the information that I learned from these people and places. And that may be good. However, if we as teachers simply repeat the information that was provided to us by other teachers and textbooks, then we're really no more valuable than a Wikipedia page. And Wikipedia is free. My name is Mark Dooley. I've been a private music teacher for 36 years, focused on practical theory and music literacy. If you'd like to hear more, follow me. If you'd like lessons, contact me. If you can learn how to read words, you can learn how to read music.